Last night, on Saturday, March 21st, 2020, Backbreaker Wrestling streamed its MEGACLASH III event from last November live on YouTube, in efforts to make up for our Winner Takes All event being canceled due to current circumstances. Now, the recent events have left a lot of people isolated, dormant, and even frantic, wondering if even the basic necessities are even going to be available in the near future. Restaurants and stores have closed, schools have shut down, and any kind of social event you could possibly think of has been canceled. Now, with Winner Takes All being canceled, it's really left a lot of people wanting more. It makes a lot of people feel like they've lost out on what they could have had last night. Think about the wrestlers. Whether you view the wrestlers as the hero, the villain, the good guy, the bad guy, you ought to know that they do this for you, the fans, and they lost out on an opportunity to do what they love doing the most. And now, even more so than the wrestlers, those missing out on this the most are, of course, you, the fans. See, this has become a staple in your lives at this point. How many years of Backbreaker Wrestling and you've all been coming, show after show after show, and because of everything going on now, you have to miss out. Our friends with the Special Olympics have to miss out. The Mets family has to miss out. Jen and Darren Urbanchik, who I've become very friendly with, very regular audience members, come to every show, have to miss out. Everybody has to miss out. And due to entirely separate circumstances, Jake Harvey has to miss out entirely. And from now on, we entirely have to miss out on Jake Harvey. On March 10th, Jake Harvey passed away. He was Backbreaker Wrestling's biggest fan. He was my biggest fan. He was pro wrestling's biggest fan. And last night on March 21st, I got to see my friend for the last time. Without ever having met them, his parents and his entire family knew exactly who I was upon seeing me. And they flooded me with how much I meant to Jake. And of course, in return, I told them how much Jake meant to me. Jake was just as big a part of all this as any of us were. He stood out in that audience, and everybody knew who he was because he was standing up, he had his hand raised, and he was shouting the entire time. Crop top and all, pants on the ground. Everybody knew who he was. Everybody knew Jake Harvey. And with him gone, I know there's going to be somewhat of a void, and not just at Backbreaker shows, but obviously with his friends, with his family, with people like me that knew him personally, that were close to him. You know, some time ago, when this event was still scheduled and everything was going according to plan, I had dedicated my match with Young Money to Jake in his memory. And right now, I would actually like to withdraw that statement, because I don't want to just dedicate one simple match to Jake in his memory. Because from now on, every time I step through any curtain, through any ropes, and into any ring, I'm going to be thinking about Jake. I'm going to imagine him out in the audience, cheering my name, hugging me, kissing me on the cheek after the show, saying, "What's up, baby?" Just like he was, and just like everybody that knew him would remember him. This is all for him now. I'm wrestling for him because I'm going to think about him, where he is, what he thinks. If he's watching, of course he is. Jake's going to be remembered. Jake's going to be present. And this is for Jake. Rest in peace, Squid.